Welcome guys to another video from View from the Gantry. Just before we get into anything, news broke about an hour ago. Ricardo Calafiori is now an actual Arsenal player. We've waited fucking a month for it since the Euros. It's about time. I think it's lost a bit of momentum, but he's officially an Arsenal player.
Arsenal have officially become Rafa Benitez's Liverpool with 4 centre-backs and a back four.
Absolutely, it seems to work. It seems to work for us, so.
42 million. Bit of a piss taking it.
I don't know enough about him. I don't know whether that's...
No one does, Ben. No one does.
Issue. I don't know whether that's a good deal. I don't know whether that's a bad deal. I genuinely, I don't know enough about the boy. I've tried to have a look about it. There's not a lot about him. He can...
If you take anybody's word from Italian football, you should really take it from Bonucci. And Bonucci says he's quite pissed off that he's actually left Italy and he's not actually went to Juventus or anything like that. And he seems to think that he's going to be the main man for the Italian defence for the next 15 years.
I just took the mic. He did turn down a couple of big profile clubs because apparently he made a promise to Arteta. I will put that out there. Apparently he's gone by his word. He made his... Yeah. He saw the light bulb and thought, you know what? That's the dedication I want to be fucking part of.
He didn't do a Willian and turn up in London and then sod off to Chelsea instead.
It's a lot of money, though, for someone that's only had one full season. I will just put that out there. I know that's now the going rate of a player, but I just don't know whether I just can't get my head around the fact that 42 million for a player that's had 38 games in a full team. Do you know what I mean?
He just spent 65 million pounds on fucking euros. So I mean, yeah. Potatoes, isn't it?
Don't agree with that either. No, it was the position you needed to fill the most with it. Left back, it just made sense.
Well, funny enough, Ben with the hat over here has mentioned Fulham. Looks like we've got an outgoing too, Emile Smith-Rowe, which is... I've seen a photo of him in a Fulham top, and I can't quite get my head around. I don't like it, but we did need to sell one before his injuries. But here you go.
Go on.
I didn't understand the move. I'm not going to lie. I don't understand the move because I thought that when we came in for him, he went, I've got plans at Arsenal, and obviously he was told he's going to play more. And now he's got to Fulham. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know whether that's.
Well, I'll just jump in. I don't think anyone else is interested in him from what I've seen. I've tried to find any other clubs that are interested in the Premier League.
It was the Fulham and Palace. That was it.
Yeah, 27 million with 7 million add-ons for a player that hardly played in the last 2 years. It just seems like a lot. Is that not the English tax just coming out again?
I think so, yeah. He's a young English player. He did, to be fair, when he was getting regular game time, he did look good. But I don't get how someone who's not really played for an entire season is worth 27 million.
It's turning crazy, isn't it? Like, I know probably like people slightly older than us have said that a couple of years ago and it was getting crazy to them. But it is genuinely getting a bit mad. Like, I know we obviously sold Declan Rice to Arsenal, thought it was 105 million, and everyone thought that was a bit crazy. But this player's hardly ever played in the last 2 years, and he's 30-odd million.
Yeah, and even though I'm an Arsenal fan, and I loved Emile Smith-Rowe with him and Bukayo Saka coming up together, Lundberg giving them the opportunities, then you've got some other Arsenal fans going, why are we selling him? He's still good. Yeah, he's still good, but I mean, we're paying a wage for a player that's going to play about 3-4 games.
First offload, though, because I'm going to just throw 2 names out there that I think you should have offloaded well before him. 3, actually. Jorginho, Reece Nelson, and Fabio Vieira.
Jorginho signed a new deal in January, so I don't think he was going to go this summer.
I just don't understand. Like, as I said, I don't think he's played a lot of football in the last 2 years, but he's young. Like, I don't. And he's an academy player, so he'll be on a low wage technically because he's an academy player, I would think.
Reece Nelson is on his way out the door. It's just a question to who, and the main one I've heard is West Ham. 20 million is apparently what users are wanting to offer.
Probably a bit too much as well, isn't it? But it is what it is, isn't it?
It's a weird one because Reece Nelson's also... He's not like Emile Smith-Rowe. He isn't the one that's got a lot of injuries. When he went abroad to, I think it was Hoffenheim and PSV, he actually was quite good. He actually played quite decent football. He just hasn't broken into the Arsenal scene. And the only thing you can kind of relate of what he's done was that late goal against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
And the only one I've found out in the Arsenal rumour mill is Marina. Apparently, you got the green light to sign him now, 20 million. So you should...
You look so happy about
you're
that
so
signing.
excited, man, honestly. The energy you bring, it's mad, isn't it?
Oh no, because I've done a TikTok on it, and basically I said that he was a Newcastle flop, which, in my opinion, he didn't look like he was enjoying his football. He wanted away from Newcastle, but if he didn't enjoy like Newcastle and enjoying the Premier League, where the fuck's he coming to us? I've got so many other midfielders I would rather have had. Me and you spoke about last week, Ben. Kimmich. If he's on the table, have you heard of Bayern Munich are wanting for him?
No, I haven't seen anything in the rumour mill because other than when we spoke about it, has anyone actually approached them for Kimmich?
Apparently, there's a few names going about that was rumoured, but the asking price is 35 million. 35 million for Joshua Kimmich.
That's not bad.
This is when we're on about the English tax, by the way. That's 3 more million than a Mill Smith Rowe.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild. That is, though, isn't it? It's just wild.
Yeah. Because we're making money, so.
No. I actually praise the Arsenal business, actually, because a lot of bigger clubs, quote unquote, like the Man Uniteds and that, off-sell their players and lose so much money. We're going to be into one, actually, when we cover West Ham in a second. And you look at it, and you're looking at Emile Smith Rowe. I know why they've done it in first, probably, and looking at Reece Nelson as well, because your PSR gain is literally pure profit because he's an academy player. You've got no fee there. But yeah, no, Marino, I don't know too much about Marino. As I said, I know him when he was at Newcastle, and I've seen him for the Spain squad a bit, but he's not...
Most people know him for scoring a header for Spain in the quarters. Like, let's be honest here. Like, yeah, some people, like the older generation that watched the Prem many moons ago, yeah, he played for Newcastle, not entertainingly, but
no,
yeah.
It wasn't an entertaining period, though, for Newcastle. I'll back him up slightly.
No,
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't, mate.
No.
You've literally just got a Champions League winner in May in Hosselu, who's also at Newcastle and apparently a reject. Let's maybe just say it was a bad time to be a Newcastle player at that point. You know what I mean? I'll put some merit on it.
Yeah, you can say that, but I still like Kimmich.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, back it. But
It would not be a view from the Ganj podcast if Zubamendi wasn't mentioned.
oh,
Honestly,
this guy's going to be the next Pepe.
Sorry, do you know what this reminds you of? Do you remember when Arsenal and Man United were linked with Benzema for 5 seasons in a row?
I knew you were going to say Benzema. Yeah, it was
it's like nothing ever happens, and you just always thought, I don't really think he's got Prem in him.
No, that's a lie. There was one transfer window where we were close. It was there. Robbie from IFTV said it was happening, and then got made to look like a mug.
Go on, Zubamendi. Go on, tell us about him.
No, I need to have already done it before. Like, he's central defensive midfielder. Him next to Rice would control the.
So there's nothing new.
Is there any inquiries? Like,
I think so, he's staying at Sociedad. He's went, if he could, he would stay there for the rest of his career. But never say never, is what he said.
The only other thing I've seen is apparently you lot are demanding Gyökeres for lower than their release clause. I don't really think Arsenal release clauses work, by the sounds of it. But
it already came down from their asking price, though. Because they were wanting 100 million, and they went down to 80, now it's at 60. So, I mean... Yeah.
The problem is, mate, everyone knows that he's looking like a bit of talent now, and I think if you get lower than 60, they're kind of just getting their pants pulled down a bit.
He's really good in the Championship, by the way, for Coventry. Yeah. Really good in the Championship. Just obviously, Ben knows. We've got a family member who supports Coventry, so we watch Coventry quite often. I watch Coventry quite often, and he was fucking so good.
Well, Gyökeres was another name I brought up last video. I think he'd be really exciting for most of the Premier League teams, not just Arsenal. I think he would be an exciting prospect. But Jesus against Man United on Saturday, he seemed quite what's the word? Clued up. He seemed to be match ready, like Premier League ready to kickstart the season. So do we give him another shot through the middle? See what's going on?
Does he want to play down the middle?
Yeah, I think he wants to play on the right.
Good. But if we're going to sell Reece Nelson, then that's another backup for Saka. You know what I mean? You've got the left side of Martinelli, Trossard, right side of Jesus and Saka. Then...
Kai Havertz down the middle.
I mean, yeah, what a shocking penalty he had against United. I mean, yeah.
Do you know it'd be good for you lot? Do you know it'd be really good for Arsenal? And you get him so cheap. Me and Ben said this. It's a bit of a piss take, but I genuinely think he's doing an half-decent job at you lot. No, genuinely. So I
Please
think he'd
don't
do
be
what you.
Solanke.
Hang about. No. He does what you need him to do, and it'd be less than 10 million.
Is it
Genuinely,
Solanke?
as a backup, you're going to laugh at this. Danny Ings.
No.
All he does is sit on that penalty spot and poach.
No.
But he won't get. He's not a glamorous name. I'm gonna go into that in a second as well because
That's
I've got a
not
rant.
really glamorous. We're offloading one fucking injury merchant to get another one.
Yeah, well, no, that's fair
Danny
actually.
Ings
Yeah, he has got chocolate knees, ankles, hips, and the
That's,
rest of it.
that's why Calvert-Lewin's not really been linked to anybody. A couple of seasons
No
ago,
one wants him.
they were
He's a
firing it.
hospital
Yeah, it's also
base.
as well. Everton are absolutely taking the piss for the amount of money that they want from it. To be
No,
fair,
what I mean is, like, if you look at Fabrizio Romano, David Ornstein, Calvert-Lewin's not mentioned anywhere. Not even like a shitty rumour mill, like, oh, he could go abroad anywhere like this. What happens if Aaron goes down? Is that it's nothing. It's just quiet on that rumour mill. So is that because Aaron are just taking the piss, or is that because Calvert-Lewin's lost that touch?
it's just injuries, isn't it?
I think it's injuries. People are worried to put the money in for him because they're not sure whether they're actually going to get a full season out of him. And
Can we
also,
go-
like Jay said, Everton aren't willing to drop the price for him. Which
Look
for
at Andre
them,
Onana. They pulled Aston Villa's pants down for Amadou Onana. Sorry.
yeah, stupid. I wouldn't have paid it. Just leave him there. He would have left
Can
eventually.
we go
anyway.
into the absolute train wreck that is happening to West Ham's transfer window? So we started off. We started.
Wait.
Yeah, we started off 3 weeks ago, and Max Kilman, and me and Ben were going, fuck me, doing business at the start of July. That's really unlike us. 40 million down, no hassle. Tell you what, we want him. We'll pay it. And then in the last week, we went for Wan-Bissaka. Man United didn't want to sell him, so we went for Bayern Munich's Mazraoui. We agreed a fee with him. Then Man United jumped on that and then told us they'd offload Wan-Bissaka to us, and he's now having a medical and going to be confirmed this week, apparently. You've got John Duran. I don't know what Ben's opinion is on this, but 40 million they want for a Colombian that's never going to get any game time for him.
Waste of money.
I think he scored.
Waste.
I could be wrong, but I've roughly looked at it. I think he scored 7 goals in 50 appearances for Villa. How is he 40 million?
It's not. It's markup. At the moment, it seems to be that if you're buying anyone off anyone else in the Prem, they just go, well, fuck you, and they just chuck an extra 10 mil on, and it's just stupid. I don't even. This Duran boy, what he's got a fucking 7 out of 50 games. That's a joke, mate.
I think it's something like 7 goals out of 50 games for Villa. It's not brilliant.
I actually like him.
So that's 1 in 9 or 1 in 8 games.
Do you like him enough to be 40 million, Gav?
I thought it's just about to say probably not 40 million worth. He's. I think he'd be a great addition to your squad.
Mate, Antonio probably scores 1 in 8. I'm not gonna lie.
No, but what I'm trying to say is the comparison to him and Antonio, and past Antonio. Antonio was quick. Duran's quick. Antonio can be decent, or he used to be decent with ball to his feet. Duran's the same. Duran actually likes to get into the box and actually looks to score, other than Antonio doesn't at the moment. I actually like Duran, and I know you're 7 goals in 50. It's not prolific.
Is it not?
No, it's a quick.
That's all right then.
I thought you were going to do an Annie Aluko there and go, that's practically a goal every game. Oh.
That's what I was trying to say. We definitely need to get a studio together. Fuck me, I tried to say that 3 times. Fucking hell. I do like him though, and I think he'll score a lot more goals when you've got the likes of Paqueta, Kudus, Bowen, all to provide them. You know what I mean?
I personally think
one of those players though. He can be one of those players where it's a fact of you don't want him, but he comes in, does a job, and you love him.
Yeah, but for 40 million, Gav, he needs to be starting every game and never be injured. 40 million isn't a sub for us.
No.
I'm sorry. That's
right.
mad.
He would come in and start.
All right. The other two is a centre back from Lons called Danzo. Never heard of him, by the way. I'm not going to lie for that.
I have.
No, I have heard of him actually on EAFC. That's about it. Highly rated.
He's Hungarian, as you know. Kevin Danzo. He was good for Hungary. At the Euros, he was one of the standout players.
And there's been apparently a rumor today that Todd Bowley has literally put out there that Gallagher Amanda Broja, and Chalobah are all for sale for Chelsea to try and level up their PSR. Do me a favour, just go up to them and give them 100 million for all three. And that's our transfer window done at the end of the day at that point.
Yeah, I'd love Gallagher.
Gallagher, Broja, and Trevor Chalobah.
They should keep Chalobah and sell Badashili, in my opinion. But hey ho.
Well,
I'd happily take the other two. Broja and Gallagher, definitely. I'd take the other two. I'd bite their hand off for it. Like you said, 80 million, 100 million, whatever, I'd just take the two.
There's a huge problem at centre-back right now because Aguerd doesn't want to be at West Ham, apparently. Aguerd doesn't want to be at West Ham. And I think Mavropanos will probably start next to Kilman anyway. Right back, we just need to sort because Kufal looks fucking dreadful right now. But no, I'd take Chalobah as a backup. He can play out from the back.
I would bring another centre back though, along with I'd maybe bring two centre backs in.
Yeah, no, I get that, no, definitely. But what I mean is, you had a ready-made one in Ben Johnson, and you let him go because he was wanting a bit of wages. So
I just have PTSD from Mavropanos is my thing. 'Cause he came into Arsenal, started off really well, and then hit a fucking brick wall and fell off.
I was going to say he was good last season for us, very good last season.
Good. If you have to rank, I'm good. I wouldn't quite say very good.
He was our best centre back last season.
Yeah.
It's not saying an awful lot.
No, I'm not. Did I say it was? I'm just saying he's our best centre back.
It's not saying an awful lot.
What I'm saying is, if you gave me right now between Zuma, Mavropanos, and Aguerd, I'd keep Mavropanos and flog the other two.
Yeah, it's like having fucking Snickers left the celebrations, or the fucking Snickers or Twix and whatever shit one you want to name. They're just the ones that you've pulled out and all. Well,
I just think Zuma's getting a little bit past it. He always looks like he's carrying an injury at the moment. I think he's been really good for us. I think he's been really good for us, but I think he's kind of coming towards the end now. I think he needs to find a club to die down a bit because I think he's struggling with the fast pacedness of the Prem now.
To be a bit positive, if we ended up the back end of next week and we had Wan-Bissaka and say Ivan Toney, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah. I'd compared to what some of our last previous transfer seasons have gone like, I'd take that.
I won't be surprised if you bring in another midfielder. That Todibo was coming and he only wanted Juventus, and I think it looks like he is going to Juventus. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to the market again for another centre mid.
We're looking at a creative 8. I think that's why Gallagher got touted as well. Because we'll go into it in a second. I watched the Wolves game, and I don't think we could pass a ball forward without Paqueta.
No,
I think everyone knew there's a problem there anyway. Because I don't think we won a game last season without Paqueta being on the pitch. But it was so evident, and Julian Lopetegui is not fucking happy.
Genuinely, I think we just looked pathetic going forwards, and I don't want to rely on one player. We need someone to be able to change in.
No, but if he's up there towards the world class bracket, you can kind of forgive that. I think.
But I think we also need alternative options. I don't think we could just have that as our only option.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
I don't like because if he leaves, then what?
No, I agree with you. I'm just saying.
I do think rather than leaving ourselves in the stick, and we're sitting there going, "Well, Paqueta's gone now," and us playing dross football for 6 months. I think we need someone that's going to work with him really well, but also when he's not there, pick up the mantle and just do their own thing.
As I said to you, I'd like someone almost like a Lanzini or a Maddison almost not as a filler, because that's a horrible way of putting it. But I think we're going to change the way we play against the bigger and smaller teams. We're going to adapt to whoever we play. We aren't going to sit back every game. And when we play someone like an Everton or a Brentford, we're going to go for it. Well, we haven't got a number 10 in the club, and the only one you could really put in there is Mo Kudus. And I prefer him out on the wing. I'd love to see him in a 10, a free rolling 10, but I think he's better out on the wing.
I think we should have kept Ben Rama for another year as well.
Yeah, because you love him.
No, I just genuinely think as a creative player, I think he would have been a good asset to have under a manager that actually wants to go forwards. Because
I tend to agree, because if you look at him at Brentford in the Championship, he was the main driving force of that midfield of trying to get up the pitch. And it just seems like every time David Moyes wanted to include him, it was always on the left. It was never through the middle.
Yeah.
And then the one time he did put him through the middle, he was actually half decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The good thing is, one of the good things is we are looking like we're changing the way we're playing. So hopefully the new signings actually make a difference as well. So I'd like to just delve into the shit that has been the last week of the pre-season games and kind of, do they matter?
But I think
result, no performance, yes, is the short answer to that.
Yeah.
What you said, sorry?
The results don't matter, but the performances do.
Right. So I agree with you.
If you've got your players moping about, just kicking the ball about as if you're at the fucking park for a Sunday kickabout, and the Premier League starts less than a month, that's quite concerning, considering you've got Arsenal that will hopefully be title challengers again. If we had fucking, William Saliba kicking it about as if, like, this game doesn't fucking matter. What's it going to be like when we do play the fucking Bournemouths or the Uniteds in the fucking league? You know what I mean? So that it does matter, but the result, fuck it. We drew at Bournemouth and it was sort of like, it's okay because the performance was good.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was, because obviously you've got Man City lost against Celtic. I don't think Man City had even had 8 of their starters, but
They've
it is
lost
what it is.
back-to-back games.
Yeah, Celtic also, I think, beat Chelsea as well. Arsenal beat United. Was that last night or the night before, Gav? And
Sunday morning.
Was it? And then obviously we lost to Wolves and Chelsea drew at Wrexham. I think Chelsea are the biggest ones right now that the cause of concern because they don't look like they're kind of bedded in with this new way of playing football. But obviously you said about we had something like 65% possession against Wolves, which I think if you looked at West Ham's, I was going to say, if you looked at Moyes' time at West Ham, I'd love to know the last time we had over 55%.
Is that what Lopetegui is, though? Possession-based?
Yeah, I don't know if you watched a lot of his Sevilla team. He's kind of that way inclined. He's more of a progressive manager. He wants to play through the lines, but also as well, he's not against, because he played a lot of counter attacking with Wolves because Wolves' team obviously suits counter attacking how much pace they had. But no, from what I understand is from what I've seen and from what I've kind of looked into, he wants to play possession way. I completely agree. Performance matters to me more than result.
Yeah, I think that's what the preseason's for, though, isn't it? It's just a couple of muck-about games just to get everyone running through their legs. It's all about, for me, it's all about performance and fitness. You want to see your new signings coming and actually work in some form of system or shape, and then you want to see everyone running around making sure that they're going to be fit to start the season.
That's the statement you said just before is what I kind of have a problem with. Is the results don't necessarily matter, but it shouldn't also be taken as a muckabout game.
Yeah.
Because it's real. That's one thing that really pisses me off. Because then you have last year United beat us, and it was like they fucking won the FA Cup. I mean, they did go on to win it, but you know what I mean. But then it stems about the performance, and if your players are going on these games don't matter. Well, what us as fans don't really like the Carabao Cup unless you fucking win it. Is that attitude going to be accepted there? Is it going to be accepted other bits? Is it okay to drop off and say, no, fuck it, your mentality should be there no matter what game, in my opinion.
I love a pre-season.
You get paid to be played.
Yeah. I said this to Ben, actually. I like a pre-season to see youngsters, actually. I don't care too much about... If you get a new manager, and I think it's a lot to see how you're playing, and yes. I get that, and the results don't really matter, in my opinion. But also, I love to see youngsters. Funny enough, talking about Emile Smith Rowe, I remember Emile Smith Rowe broke into Emery's pre-season when he wasn't even meant to be there. And it's players like that. I mean, George Murphy's had some minutes. What's his name? Lewis Oxford, for us, has had some minutes. You've got a couple of players that have had some minutes for us. And it's just nice to see. I went to go see Spurs, and they've got a couple of youngsters that look decent. I like to see that sort of thing. What do you have in the club as well as what you're going to buy?
Yeah, who you bringing through rather than who you're just going to buy. Yeah.
But the most recent one, Kobe Manu, he's the most recent one that's broke out through pre-season. So I think he played against Arsenal last pre-season in America, and he was really good. And I think even Arsenal fans at that time were going, for what age he is, he's going to be a main star. But I don't think we realised how quickly he was actually going to be United's main midfielder.
When do you start worrying about pre-season? Do you start worrying if you're still losing games towards the end, or do you not care at all until that
Depends
first
how
game?
you're losing them. Depends how you're losing them. If you're losing fucking 7-0, then yeah, there's a fucking big
I
problem.
think that depends, because for me, if it's like you said, it's all youngsters and that, and you're just giving them fucking game time, then I wouldn't be 100% bothered. If you're trying like plays that could get in your starting 11 and that, and you're getting blasted 5-0, 4-0, then yeah, I think that's a problem. Because I think if you've got like over half your starting 11 and you've got a couple new signings that are in there as well, and you get a C into for a couple of games, that doesn't look like a good indicator for the season coming.
We look at last season. Remember when Havertz was absolutely ridiculed for his challenge thing in America, and then did he not score in the first?
I don't think they're doing that this year, funny enough.
No. So what's up with that as well? Sorry, about pre-season games. Did Arsenal win against Man United? Then Man United win a penalty shootout just because they want to do a penalty shootout?
Yeah, they always do a penalty shootout.
United
That's just a thing they do now.
Should try and get a win, innit?
No, we done it. We done it against Bournemouth, so I think if it had anything, it's fucking Arsenal's fucking thing.
Oh, right.
I think all, when you're in the States, they all do that to kind of give the Americans a bit more time to watch the teams.
Like.
Did they do a lap of honour, Gavin? Do you know? Just to ask, or did they take a picture of the cameraman?
I never watched. I was at the UFC.
I didn't know they won the league over in the pre-season yet.
Apparently, there's no fucking signal at the Etihad. Good job. I don't get it. I walk around the Etihad. I don't see the fucking thing about it. I like the Aguero and David Silva fucking statues that they've got. Stadium, not so much.
They've probably got something you ain't got as well in it, Premier League.
That's so good. They might do. I never got inside. It's all fucking scaffolded off. Putting a fucking extension and shit.
Man United have released a new plan to. Apparently, they've got a committee now because everything's done by committee, isn't it? And the ground adjacent to the stadium is better used rather than reconstructing and readapting Old Trafford to a 100,000 seater stadium.
Why would you want to just give it to Old Trafford? It's got a built-in waterfall. That is an amazing feature. Come on.
You're on one today. Yes.
Honestly, I mean, I like United at the best of times.
In all seriousness, though, why would you want to get rid of a stadium where over the last, maybe not the last couple of years, but where you've basically earned all your fame, and you're just going to knock it down and build one next to it?
No, it's like they've went, this soil's not as good. Turned around and went, this soil will do though.
Yeah, just fix it. Why not just fix it? I don't see the point in knocking the thing down and then just completely rebuilding it.
I'm
down and never build it. Just fuck it. Just knock it down and just never be a thing again.
I might piss some people off, but I don't understand the need for a 100,000 seater stadium. I don't know if that's just me, but I just don't see the point in it. And I've been to Wembley, and I would happily say that the upper tier is shit to go to. So what is the point?
You know what it'll be? It'll be the fact that for the past years you had Spurs build their new stadium, and it's a couple of thousand more than us. Then you had somebody else who built an extension. I think it might be in the Etihad, or they are building one, and they're going to leapfrog somebody. So I think United going, all right, couple of thousand there, couple of thousand. Nah, fuck it, 100,000. No one's going to outdo us.
Will they sell it out?
No.
No. Yeah.
Is that due to fan base, or is that due to prices? Do you think
both?
Yeah. I think it comes down to.
I think the train from Surrey costs too much, and then the ticket on top of that will cost even more. So I think, yeah.
With it, I mean, the thing is, right? So, honestly, I
thought Surrey was being a bit generous, Ben.
If you look at the last two big stadiums, right, with Spurs and Arsenal, and both of them said, I think, during the process that they're trying to reduce ticket prices, and they've got the highest ticket prices in the Premier League.
Same with Fulham.
So, you can't say that Manchester is one of the poorest areas in the UK and then build an extra 30,000 seats in the Old Trafford and go, it's 150 quid a ticket, by the way.
Yeah.
Manchester's not in. Man United's not in Manchester. That's their fucking thing. The Manchester can't be poor because they're not in it.
I agree with you. I think with Arsenal ramping their tickets up, Tottenham ramping theirs up, Fulham did one stand and have rattled the prices up. I think if United go and build, the problem is though, mate, United, like we said, half of their fans will pay that because I think half of their fans will be tourists, mate. Is the biggest problem.
The way
100,000
that they're touting the rebuild as well, I'm assuming they'll do what Spurs have done because the ground that they're on about, I don't think it's big enough for a whole stadium. So I'm assuming they'll use part of the current stadium area to build into it, like they did with Spurs, how they knocked down one of the half stands to get the corner in before the end of the season.
It's sounding more and more ridiculous.
Yeah.
This part of the ground's not good, but some of it is, so we'll use some of that, but we want to be focused on it. Fuck off.
They just need to repair the old thing. I think it's one of the last classic stadiums in England. I think it's a bit of a like fair enough. You've got Stamford Bridge, but you've got Old Trafford. Wembley got knocked down. Highbury got knocked down.
Goodison's going soon.
Goodison's going.
Goodison's gone as of this year. They start playing. Did they not start playing in like a few games into the season at their new stadium?
Yeah. Mate, honestly, I think it's a shame because it's also for quite a while, especially when we were kids, it was a stadium where England used to play quite often. So when you look at it now, it's a stadium where why can't you just fix it?
Because they need Ross Kemp. They need Ross Kemp to come in and fucking redo it all. Because that is what they need. Fucking cowboy builders, isn't it?
Oh, right. That's Dominic Littlewood, you mug.
No, Ross Kemp done one of them, did he not?
No, he didn't. Right.
I'm positive he did.
You're losing Selhurst Park in the next time, right? St James's Park is getting revamped. Upton Park's gone. White Hart Lane's gone. Highbury's gone. Stamford Bridge is getting redeveloped. Craven Cottage has been modernised and got a fucking swimming pool on top of it. How many stadiums are you actually going to be? I mean, look at Brentford. They've changed it. They've changed ground. What Goodison's gone. Anfield's going to get redeveloped. Don't wrong. I like what they've done so far because they've kept it how Anfield should be. But you ain't going to have any grounds soon in the Premier League that are going to be anything like what they actually are.
No, there'll be tourist resorts, mate. They're gonna have all their hotels in it, so that then you don't need to book a hotel in the city. You can just book it at the stadium. And then they'll have all the restaurants and that in it as well. So that then it will just, rather than it being a football stadium, it's basically going to be like a bloody Travelodge / entertainment
That's what
centre.
Ratcliffe wanted.
Yeah.
Ratcliffe said that he wants to make a stadium or an area that people can stay in there all day because he feels like that's the attraction of football. He wants to bring fans in all day rather than just like, well, you know that, Ben, when we go to football, we only jump in just for bubbles.
Yeah.
We got West Ham and that's it.
So Man United want to be Blackpool.
Yeah.
Basically what that is.
Effectively, they want like a shopping centre in a football stadium by the sounds of it, and a pub in a football stadium, and eateries in the football stadium. That's all well and good.
America. It just sounds like an American idea.
Yeah.
I know Ratcliffe isn't, but that's what the idea sounds like. It sounds like it's more like an attraction rather than...
That's what they've... You know that stadium that they played in against Arsenal? That's what they're saying.
Stadium.
That's what they say they're basing it off of, and that's why it's easier, because apparently it's proven over in America that it works. I don't think it works in the UK. Could put that out there. I don't think it does.
I just think it's too commercial. It's meant to be a football stadium. It's not meant to be. It's not meant to be a bloody shopping centre attached to a football stadium.
It's stupid to try and introduce a bar into like the football grounds, considering everyone seems to hate when there's kickoffs and they always point towards it being the drink. There's an idea. Let's put more fucking drink in there. That's a good idea. I mean, I don't follow the fights, but I mean, when you have the media and everyone else going, look at all these rogues roaming about pure scrapping. I mean, you saw it in the Euros. There was always England getting involved with Germany, Netherlands getting involved with, and it was all to do with the drink. It wasn't support or being fired up with it. No, it was the alcohol. But that's fine. We'll just introduce more drink into the stadiums.
I think do you remember the Champions League final the other year? Was it Camille Cabello that done a live music thing?
Yeah.
Jesus!
She got drowned out with booze by Liverpool fans and Real Madrid fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think football fans have openly given their verbal disgust, or not disgust, but disapproval to making football more than football. We aren't American football. We aren't NFL. We aren't NBA. Do me a favor. Just leave it. You've got a winning product.
It's about
Don't try and alienate the good fans.
Yeah, football. Like they're trying to. I think the main thing that's trying to happen at the moment is they're trying to like over commercialize football. We've already got bloody sponsors everywhere and advertisement everywhere when it comes to football.
Yeah.
Don't try and like changing the entire stadium to a bloody shopping centre, and then that Camille Cabello, it was hilarious because she gets booed off and then just says that football fans don't know what they want. No, we know what we want. We want you off the bloody pitch so we can watch the game. We don't give a fuck.
I want
what
90 minutes of football, mate. That's all I want.
Yeah.
It ain't hard.
No, I back it.
watch an awful lot of NFL, and I love watching it. But the thing that really pisses me off is all the sponsorships throughout the whole thing. So it's literally every couple of, maybe not even every couple of minutes.
Oh, the official water of the UFC, the official beer of the UFC, the official.
No, because that happens in between what's happening.
Oh,
It's every couple of minutes.
Yeah.
I can imagine that being done at football in the next fucking couple of years. You have 5 minutes. You know how they've introduced like the hydration when it's too hot? Fuck, they'll have that every 5 minutes just for Lucozade. Fucking Anthony or Joshua fucking posted everywhere.
I'd stop watching
It'd be some shit like that.
Or I'd start streaming it. I wouldn't watch it because I have the adverts already annoy me, and I think that if they started adding it mid game, that would do my nutting. Because it's about the football. Let's face it, football makes money itself anyway. If you're trying to chuck these adverts in every 5 minutes, all you're doing is just trying to milk a dead cow. I'll buy the tickets, I'll buy the t-shirts, like I'll watch the games, I'm paying the subscriptions to see it. I think trying to over commercialise stadiums and even the TV service is going a bit far.
Well, considering we're speaking about things that we don't like changing and things that have changed and we don't like it, you know what they need to get fucking rid of? Ballots. Get that fucking gone. I'm sick of it already, and the Premier League season's not even started yet. Arsenal released a statement basically saying, there was only like 6 fans that went into every single ballot and didn't get a ticket. I found those 6 fans, I'm very fucked off that they've released that.
You'd be raging.
I know I'm from Scotland, then folk can say, you're not a true supporter, you're not from North London and stuff, and then some folks say Arsenal's not even from North London. But anyway, that's beside the point. If I want a ticket, I should be able to spend my money and go buy a ticket, not pay £1 to be put into a fucking raffle, and then basically being told, well, you'll know if you've got a ticket by when your card's been fucking taken money from. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Just give me a confirmation ticket when I've paid money to get my fucking ticket, to go down to Arsenal and watch us lift the fucking Premier League.
Do you know what's something funny about that as well? You could go into a ballot 38 times in a season, but someone coming over to London who paid through P1 Travel and got their tickets through with their booking flights will be able to get a ticket anytime they want.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to join the Arsenal Scottish supporters because they couldn't even confirm if they were going to have enough tickets to cover everybody, which fair play on them doing so, because they didn't want to take like people's money to become a member to then be like, we can't actually get a ticket. Fair play to them. But they shouldn't have to not accept people in because they might not get tickets. They're supporter clubs. They should, if Andy should, the supporter clubs from different parts of the UK should get like a lump sum of tickets to be like, all right, you want to go watch your club, go down. Because the amount of times I've been called a plastic fan, so I live in Scotland but support Arsenal, is, yeah, fair enough, I'm not from there. But if I would get down there every weekend, I'd fucking happily do so. But I didn't even get 1 ticket in the ballot last season. I think that might have been one of the 6.
Can we not just go back to the system that West Ham use? Not that I, pray that we do stuff better than everyone else, but...
Well, she got tickets.
We just go first come, first serve. If you go on the page first, you get the ticket.
Yeah.
Why are we basically going, well, if Gav goes into the ballot on the first day and I go into the ballot on the last day and I get it, it's because it's a ballot. It's fair. It's not fair, is it?
No.
Because he's gone in the first day. He's checked and he's gone in the first day. He's prepared.
I think you saw it in, I know, the fucking Arsenal Mafia, whatever the fucking Ashburton Mafia, whatever the club.
Ashburton Army!
That's the one. That's the one. The season before, the Emirates they actually had a bit of atmosphere for like the first time in years. Like you could actually feel it. Last season when they've introduced the ballot, it fell off a bit when we were losing, there was not even any cries for like trying to get the team going. It was just sort of flat most of the time, and it wasn't going okay. And then when it was quite loud. Season before though, it didn't matter. Win, lose, draw, fucking anything. It could be 2-0 down. We could fucking shout and we were going to
Absolute raucous in the clock end.
No, but you know what I mean? If you go back to the season before the ballot, there was actually a bit about this atmosphere. Last season, it was just like, it felt more like there was more outside the UK supporters than there was actually like North London based supporters, and it shouldn't be like that. You're right. First come, first serve. Even if it comes to it, they go to the ticketing office down at the Emirates, London Stadium, anywhere. I think you may as well do that rather than going to the ballot. You might pay maybe 10, 20 quid more, but at least you actually know you've got a fucking ticket. You know what I mean? But no, I think they should abolish that fucking stupid system.
Got a bit off topic there. Is this the year of the comeback of the kit manufacturers? By the way, I was actually I've seen so many nice kits in the Premier League this year. Palace's is mad, but it's so nice. Man United's, I think, was class. I think both of ours look sick. Total retro. Arsenal's partnered up with Lynx Africa. Spurs have kind of gone for TV static. It's like out there and that.
It's actually got like an African background of it, but it's all good.
What?
It's more the fact that it's the colours off the can.
No, I know, but it's quite funny because people don't realise it's actually got like African like background story.
Oh, is it? Sorry, I saw the links. I saw actual links taking the piss out of it in full.
I can't remember where it is. I don't think it's Rwanda. I think it's somewhere else, but I can't remember where it is.
Your home kit's Tesco Club card, isn't it?
Absolutely, it doesn't like Tesco. Fucking meal deals all day long. Absolutely.
I don't know whether you would have seen it, by the way. Cambridge United and Carlisle kits, unreal. Inter Miami kits, unreal. Both of England kits for the Euros, I thought were quality. Maybe it's the comeback of
the kits have been a bit crap for the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, not a complete
across the board.
Yeah, no.
It must have been quite good apart for the fucking tennis ball one, which actually did grow on me.
Yeah, your psychedelic yellow zebra was horrible. It was just that.
It felt more like a tennis ball.
I think it was like a zebra with jaundice. It was horrible. It was like
what?
Yeah. It was just horrible.
What I mean is they're actually taking a bit of risk now. Do you know what I mean? Rather than just going for the plain Jane sort of shit.
I think people like Nike and Puma and all that looked at Adidas and went, "Look at the publicity they're getting for the shirts that they've pumped out." Yeah, our red and gold one last season was actually quite a big hit for us. And then you've got other ones. I think is Man United not with Adidas now, and their top seem to be doing well.
They're away top, by the way. Oh my god, genuinely unreal. Inter Miami's grabbed the one for me so far for the best kit.
But that's like they're looking at those stats, being like, what are they doing different than us? And I'll tell you why. They can actually make a fucking design. They can actually change stuff about the kit and make it actually look decent. Like, I'm not being funny. Who was it? I'm not even joking. There was actually one club that literally had the same top like 2 seasons in a row with a slight change. It's pointless.
Yeah, like, I didn't like last year's with the bubbles in them. And then it's trying to be like a centenary sort of throwback. It wasn't. It was horrible.
You know what one they should focus on, and it's going to sound weird for West Ham? That black one was not season just past, the year before. That black one was lovely.
That one this season looks class because it's got the church with bow bells on it. It looks unreal.
Bit of embroidery. It's lovely.
It is lovely. It's a lovely kit.
It's to commemorate 64-65 Cup winners' cups.
That's a nice touch then. I like when it's got like something like about it rather than just
black.
There's a top.
Yeah.
There's fuck all on it.
Do you know what is the most ringing kit that's been released for this season? Chelsea's home kit.
Because, you mean in the council bus trim?
I just don't know what it's meant to be. It either looks like a council bus, or like the pictures that they released for it. It was like, oh, look at this cool electric sort of thing with the lighting that they used. And then all of a sudden, like, I saw one in real life with someone
Oh, they
actually
dumped it
wearing
with
it.
dirty. They
Oh,
pre-ordered it.
it's disgusting.
I can't go laugh at it because I've got the fucking Piccadilly one that I got from the Emirates in just in my cupboard over there.
Oh yeah, they actually advertised the fact that it was meant to look like a fucking tube seat. Yeah, look at that.
And I still got it. So sort of like no other tops fit me because I'm a fat cunt. Let's just get that one. It was either get someone when I'm there or not.
So you've got the tube one, and now Chelsea have made the bus one, is what's happened.
Yeah, Sadiq Khan was upgrading the travel for London seats, and he thought, you know what, fuck it.
Chelsea will be our sponsors.
But to be fair, our one was actually for the Piccadilly line. Yeah. It wasn't just like a random fucking thing like Chelsea's.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a horrible home kit. It genuinely like. Do you know what? It's bad when you look at their home kit and it looks like it's a knockoff.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. Actually, I never thought of that.
Because when you look at it, and then you see like the advert and the pictures and the posters of it.
I think it's meant to be like reflective, right? It's meant to be almost like look, it's a live. Because obviously, I even liked it. I like the badge that they've got with a reflective sort of shiny Pokemon thing. I love that. But they have gone just a tad over.
Knackered it, mate.
But you know, they have that every couple of years. So I'm pretty sure I remember Frank Lampard had one similar, like when he was playing for Chelsea, like the actual like silver badge. Like it was yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. Or it may have been no reflective, but it was like proper silver.
Right.
I'm positive they did. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am.
No, I'll tell you what, we'll do a short video on that at some point when all the kits come out in a couple of weeks. Who has actually won the kit battle? I'm going to be completely biased probably in a couple of weeks and say West Ham, and I'm not going to take any other answer.
Kit, I think we'll struggle to be beaten because I think it might be a fairly simple idea, but I think I love the embossed bit, like with the old Umbro England kit where it was on the back where it's embossed with the
Man United's close.
3 lines.
Man United's blue one looks sick. Really does.
I've got a question. What's the point of third kits?
It's meant to be in case your two kit choices are due to clash. That was the original idea of it.
Okay, so Arsenal bring out 3 kits. The home one is normally pretty nice. The away one's always the fucking dodgy one. Mm-hmm. In the third, it's the fucking banging one. But we never play in the third one.
Have you released the third one this year?
Not yet, because I'll be buying that one probably. No, because that's what I mean. Like last season, we were always wearing the fucking yellow fucking Illuminous Chernobyl fucking top, rather than the amazing third kit that we had. We were never playing the third one. And I knew what the reason was. It was more like a rhetorical question of what's the point of the third kit if you don't fucking play in it. It's honestly, it's just shirt sales.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
It's much to do it.
I think that's what it's manifested into.
So they could bring out a third concept and go, tell you what, next year we might go with that. I think that's all the third kit is. It's to be completely different from the first two, but it's also so they know that if they ever bring a kit out that looks like it, how well the sales will do for it.
Yeah, I mean, you think of it over the last couple of years. I don't think we had a third one last year, but we had obviously when we won the Conference League, we had that white with orange third kit that I don't think we wore. I think we wore in the league once. Then we actually wore it in the Conference League more, and we had no reason to wear it in the Conference League final apart from the fact that it was a third kit, and I think they brought it out for the Conference League. Yeah. But that was it. Yeah. We won't have a third kit this year. Luckily, Umbro doesn't decide to shaft us.
And also, I think none of our two will clash because our home one. Who plays in solid black? No one. No one plays in solid black.
I've got a question. Who plays in fucking solid yellow and black? Except for Watford. Who's not even in the Prem?
Good question. No one.
I mean, I just don't get. Our third kit's always the amazing one, but we never play in that one.
Your away kits are always guff.
Arsenal are more of a fashion item than the football team recently.
Our kits have been banging. Like 2 out of 3 kits every season have been quite good.
Not the yellow one. Sorry.
No,
that's why I said 2 out of. Yeah. That's why I said 2 out of 3 shirts season.
I don't know what your third kit was last year.
The green one.
Oh no, not that fucking.
Yeah, they meant green.
Not snooker felt.
Oh, does it look like snooker felt? Did it?
No, the snooker's more like.
Oh no! It wasn't nice. It was. Nah. It was booger green next to slightly different booger green
Ah,
on the shoulders. Go get it then.
No, you're wrong. No, because it's in the wash, actually. I'm not even joking. Going in through sopping wet. Like,
It looks
no,
less booger green.
it's purple. What do you mean fucking green? It's like a dark green, like purple stripes. And then I don't know what fucking bogies you're having, Ivan. If they're that
Honestly,
fucking
mate, you
colour.
are literally. I've got it up right here. It's not correct.
No,
How is it purple?
It's purple. And I swear down, I think I'm fucking fix up. No, I'm not even moving. I've got fucking. Anyway. No, it is. It's purple.
It's not. I've literally got
It's
it up here.
not
But it's not.
green. It's
I'll bring
not
it up
green.
here. I'll bring it up here. Right, it's not.
It's, do you remember the stripes or the colour that literally goes from there to there?
It's blue. I'll give you that. It's blue.
The stripes are more purple.
but pea green does not sound like a good colour for a kit. I'm not going to lie.
That's a nice
No,
kit.
It's blue green.
You've seen me wear it before. It is a nice kit. Anyway.
It's
Fuck off.
when he warmed up and done his hamstring. Right,
I was
on
so-
that.
I fucking pulled my hamstring getting out of bed. Never mind fucking anything else. Jesus.
Right, on that note, we're one more week away from the championship, so at least we'll have some games to look at soon.
Yes.
And then West Ham play Palace in the next couple of days, which will be nice to see. And we'll probably get beat off them lot. But it's in the States,
We've
and
got
no one cares.
Liverpool too.
Oh, good job against that, 'cause they look like they're actually turning a leaf now. Not scared
I-
everyone, though, your 4 centre-backs, Gav.
No, I reckon Calafiori will feature. I just don't know if it poses more questions for Arteta, more headache, but he seems to know what he's doing. So let's fucking let him crack on it. See what he does this
Get
season.
the light bulb out. Thank you very much for watching. Sub if you want to. You'll make Gav laugh.
Or maybe not laugh, but yeah.